Hey everyone, it's Sami from Sami's Sweet Life, and today we are talking beginner reading. So Olivia is about 3.5 now, and I had purchased some reading supplies or learn to read supplies way back. She was showing some reading readiness signs, and so we have kind of dabbled with the beginner reading stuff. And it's just one of those things where it would be really exciting for her for a couple of days, and then she was no longer interested. So we started it and picked it back up and then dropped it over and over again. And once she hit about 3.5, I'm like, let's get serious about this. So I came up with a little rewards-based system to get her doing the beginner reading steps. She really didn't understand the first day what was going on as far as like having to do our reading practice in order to get our rewards. She just thought she was going to get the rewards for the sake of getting the rewards. But by that second day, she really understood. And now she asks to do her words. So it's just been a really awesome thing. We started this back in mid-October, so we're a few weeks into it now. And I just wanted to share our little reward system and show you the supplies I'm using. We're not hitting it hardcore. We're just going over some sight words, and I've got some beginner reading things that we're starting to work on together. And it's just a really simple, easy system that I know that she and I can stick with. It's just one of those things that I want to be in the habit of doing every day. I really wanted to make sure she understood that this is something I expect her to do with me, just to work on practicing learning our words and learning to read, because one day she's going to have to learn how to read. And so it's something that's become fun and exciting for her, and it's not a chore, which is what I was really worried about when we picked it up and then dropped it. I didn't want it to be something that was a chore for her and something she dreaded or didn't like. And so I made it fun and exciting, and she seems to really like it. So I wanted to share my system. So let's go ahead and hop in. The first thing I want to do is show you the rewards chart. I did talk about this in all of my planners videos, how I'm planning. And so I've got the chart set up here for her. And right now she gets a sticker a day on her chart. Okay, I adjusted the white balance just mid-video because I realized I was turning really blue. So I hope now I'm not too pink, but I just needed to adjust it. But anyway, I was talking about her rewards chart. This is just an Erin Condren hourly. I just used the monthly layout for this. And so she gets a sticker every day. She completes her little lesson, and it's a very small chunk. We'll talk about more. Right now we're using Dr. Seuss stickers, but for October we used Halloween stickers. And so it's something fun. She gets to pick out her sticker and put it on the chart. And I am also not above bribing my kids, so she does get a little piece of candy to go along with this. Before Halloween came, she was having just a couple of M&Ms. She'd pick out like 2 or 3 M&Ms, and that was what she had for her treat. And now that we have Halloween candy, we've got this big bucket. She gets to pick out one of the little snack size candies, and she gets that along with her sticker. So she is super excited about the sugar aspect of it. And like I said, I'm not above bribing my kid. It's something that works and gets her excited. I'm all for it. So talking about supplies, so far right now, we're just going over sight words and phonics. I've got 2 sets of flashcards. I bought all of the levels of these. This is the pre-K set of sight words. There's 100 words in each pack, so 50 flashcards because they're front and back, and they're nice and big for her. And so this is something, we just have a little stack of these, and I rotate it out as she really learns the words. I rotate them into a separate stack. And then also we have these phonics cards, and we're only doing a couple of phonics. She knows the phonic sounds for the actual alphabet letters. So we're just doing the combination phonics. I'm just pulling out the sound words, like when you see S and H together, it makes sh. So like fish. We're doing the ones that are the combination phonics because she already knows the sounds each letter makes. We're also trying to connect the dots that the sounds, when we're going along on the words, we can sound out some of the words. These are sight words, so they don't always follow the normal alphabet phonics rules. So I'm really careful when we're sounding out words. I kind of explain to her sometimes they don't follow the same order. We did end up getting some of these learn to read books, and I have some of them that are like follow along with me, and also these level 1s. And so we have just started recently following the words with our fingers, and so she can connect that, you know, the words on the cards are the words in the book. And I'll point to like if we have one of the words, like if she has one of the words, like and is one of her words, so there's an and right there, we make sure that we talk about that's one of the words, and so she can sound out some of those words. That's the part I'm kind of having to coax her into now, is to realize that as we're reading, she knows some of the words. We're again making those pre-reading connections. And so far, I think it's been going really well. We're only a few weeks into this and she's learned so many words. When we were doing the flashcards before, she was picking up the words pretty fast. When I pulled the flashcards out, she still knew some of the words. And so it's like retraining her back into this, trying to sound out the letters and making those connections stronger so that one day she can read. And so that's mostly what we're doing right now is we're using our finger under the words in the book and kind of reading it together. And then I also have this book that we've used a little bit here and there, but not recently, not with this reward system, but it is Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons. And I find that these lessons are pretty long. These are multiple page lessons, so we'll just do a few chunks of each thing. That's something I definitely want to incorporate into her routine here once we really get the flashcards down and we really get the idea of putting our fingers under the words. This one does more of the put your finger under the letters and it shows you with the dots. And so I really like this book, but it's just something that we haven't incorporated back in. I feel like we got pretty far in this book, did the first good chunk of the book, and then again dropped it. When she decides she doesn't want to do it, I never really pressed, and now I'm doing the pressing. I'm coaxing her into it now with the rewards chart, and we can get her reading because I know she's totally capable. It's been this me walking a very fine line of trying to keep her engaged and keep her interested in pushing her to her limits, but also not making it hard and definitely not deterring her from it. She does seem to be really curious about this, and I want to really tap into that and make it fun. She really actually likes the flashcards, and we try to make it fun, and we give high fives, and she gets the rewards. And we had built in near the end of the month that we were going to go out for a special treat, so she picked ice cream with Daddy, and so they went out and celebrated with ice cream. And so we'll build those kind of special rewards into the rewards chart. So far our system's going really well and she's really soaking up these cards, and so I have a feeling that this is going to be something that's really good for us. But I would still love your tips and tricks for, especially for this pre-reading stage where we're just really concentrating on the phonics and the act of looking at the word and going down the word to sound it out. I'd really love your tips and tricks. So please be sure to share those in the comment section down below. It's just, we're in the beginning stages of this and I'm really dedicated to this. We're going to work on this every day, and so far she's really liked it. We have started to build a higher stack of words that she just knows down pat. Like she'll know both sides of the card the second she sees it and she can recall it. And so we're building up that stack that we'll review on a weekly basis. And so that's what we did this last Saturday. We did our first review flashcard session and it worked really well. And so when I realized that she has a word down pat, I go ahead and take it out of the rotation. So right now our stack's not super huge. We just go over this stack. And I've discovered things that work and don't work for her. She really just wants to go over them once and be done. And I was really trying to go over them twice. And by the time we went over the second time, she was getting kind of frustrated with it. So we do only go over the words once and we make it a really quick thing. You know, it takes us just a few minutes to do this, but she's learning so much and I think it's a really good thing for her. And I just wanted to share it with you guys. I'll link you to the cards, the book, and then also the planner. I've got a discount code for the planner if you're interested in that. And that is it. So I hope you enjoyed this. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.